It is Wednesday, August 19th, 2026. This is another edition of Baseball Today presented to you by T-Mobile. That is my man, Trevor Plouffe. I am Chris Rose, producer Dan along for the ride as well as the Rose Tour of the Midwest continues. Chicago, Milwaukee, Indianapolis, now Cleveland within a 5-day span. I'm going to print 4
part
t-shirts.
of the country. Gorgeous part of the country.
You know, you have to be that guy, don't you?
I'm a Midwest guy. You think I'm joking? I'm not. I like Indianapolis.
Sounded a little snarky to me. Maybe.
I truly love the Midwest and the people that are in the Midwest.
Okay? I will be. I'm happy to report Michelle made me a coffee today. Decaf. And I made it yesterday. I made it.
Okay.
Yep. So, feel fine. All right, let's get it going with our tip of the cap. Trey Mancini called it quits after 8 seasons. Of course, best known for battling back from cancer. He returned in 2021. He actually hit a home run during his first homestand back with the Orioles. This was on the backside of COVID as well, which would explain the sparse crowds and the masks in the stands and the whole bit. But you know, he actually came back and played a little bit this year for the Angels as well and had a very brief, incredible few-day run as well. And I applaud the dude. I think, you know, he showed such perseverance and for people who are fighting the good fight, continue to chase after your dreams, which is exactly what he did.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a big tip of the cap because, as you mentioned, you know, battling back after many years outside of Major League Baseball, getting back. I remember him as a middle of the order bat that was a banger, and have much respect for his game on the field. But yes, the mental fortitude as well. So shout out our guy Trey.
Yep, and enjoy the next part of the journey of your life, which is awesome. Really good guy, too. Just pleasant human being on top of everything else. And that's really first and foremost. All right, we're going to jumpstart this show with Pack in the Park, where we look at players and storylines that are getting fans into the stadium. It is brought to you by SeatGeek. If you were lucky enough to be at Citi Field on Tuesday night, you saw one of the great two-way performances of the 2026 season.
He swung on and driven to deep left field. Back goes Ewing at the wall. It's gone into the upper deck. Fly ball to right field. To the corner goes Fernando. At the wall, he leaps for Fernando. Yeah! Makes the grab. Fernando up into the air, brings it down.
And there was even more after that. He decided to go to right center for his second homer of the game, and he takes away the Lindor grand slam on top of all of that. I mean, that's as good a performance as you'll see all season.
This is the Fernando that I fell in love with. Everything about that first pitch homer, beautiful swing right there. I mean, 92 down the middle. What are you going to do with that? What he did with it. That's what you're supposed to do with those pitches. The robbery of Lindor is just nuts. Right-handed batter moving towards the foul line, so it's tailing that way. I love the shot of him tracking the ball, finding the wall, going back to the ball before he leaps up there and makes the catch. The way he stared everything down. This is few guys have the ability to get me fired up in the game of baseball. Fernando's one of those guys. I think he hasn't been the type of player that we saw initially when he came into the big leagues, okay? People need to remember that this is the kind of guy he can be, and go look at any youth or go ask any youth player. They still love Fernando. He's the type of guy that can make casual baseball fans or non-baseball fans fall in love with the game with plays like this. I don't know. This really got me fired up because – again, this is the type of player he can be. And I also wanted to say this. Super fan Ryan Cohen of the San Diego Padres did not go to last night's game. He went to the game the night before. Bad timing, Ryan.
It's okay. He is super fan, no question. It makes me scratch my head as to why they ever play him at second base. I understand the injury stuff and the athleticism where he does have the ability to go to his left and his right. But, man, you see him make catches like that or throws from right field. And there just aren't many guys you sign up to watch play outfield defense. And he's one of them.
Yeah, I mean, like at his best, we should be talking about him like we do about PCA. I mean, this guy's a platinum glove winner out there. Chris, since May 19th. So we're talking, how many months is that now? I don't even know. 3 months?
3. Mm-hmm.
He's hitting 306, 379, 519, 898. At that point, he had an OPS, let's see, on that day, 579 OPS, and now he's sitting there, 785. He's got all 15 jacks in that 3 months' time. Like, things are turning around for him. He looks more athletic at the plate. Like, this is one of my guys. This is one of my guys, man, that really I love to watch. So
he is indeed all the way back when you're talking about the great two-way players. Like 3 or 4 years ago or whatever it was, you would have him near the top of the list. He's all the way back, isn't he?
Oh, okay. We had him as a top 5 player in baseball at that point. I don't know if I'm ready to give him that again. Like, I need to see more of an elongated stretch. If we're talking over the last 3 months, then yeah, sure. But there's other guys that have caught up and have surpassed him and have been more consistent with it. So, like, I want to see it for longer. Sure.
Okay, so if you are drafting a team of 20-somethings best two-way players, PCA is on there.
I mean, you're putting me on the spot here.
I know.
Well, I got to know like the age of people. Like Bryce Terang has made his way on there for me.
Okay, that's
Bobby
a good
Witt
one.
Obviously, is on there for me.
Let me see here. Who else we've got? I'm going to bring up the old WAR stats since that does incorporate
McGonigal, JJ Weatherholt. These rookies this year have been really, really good. They've
hold on
defensively.
Hold on, you're not going to take JJ Weatherholt over Fernando Tatis, are you?
It's a conversation. I know the bat, like the overall numbers aren't matching. I mean, they are matching what Fernando's doing over the course of the year, not these last 3 months. Like if that's what we're just basing this on, is last 3 months, then maybe it's a different story. But if you're asking me, like, if I know the history of what's happened with Fernando, like, yeah, there's definitely a discussion about Weatherholt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Possibly. Julio. Who do you take? Tatis or Julio?
I think Julio.
Is that
he's more consistent? I mean, he's got his flaws, early season struggles with the bat, but I'll take Julio.
From this day moving forward, I will give you, and you have to take away the contracts. I will.
That's a good point.
Jordan Walker or Tatis?
That's an interesting one. Because I also want to see it longer from Jordan Walker as well. It hasn't been the same as it was in the first half.
Okay.
So wait, I mean, I think. Oh, honestly, it's a great question, and I think people are gonna be mad at me, but I think I'll say Tatis. No contract involved.
Last one that we'll do here, and everybody can kind of chime in.
Will you answer these questions too, so it's not just me, getting fired on?
Yeah, I think that I'll answer the last one. The last one is James Wood or Tatis.
James Wood. Now, look, I think his hitting outweighs what Tatis can do both ways. I think it's harder to hit in this game. It's the hardest thing to do. Mm-hmm. So if you got a guy that can bang like James Wood, I think you take that.
I would agree with that. I think I will take with Jordan Walker. I think I'll take Tatis. I will take McGonigal. I'm a huge McGonigal guy. I just think he is going to be an AL MVP candidate for an awfully long time. Who else did we mention? Bobby Witt. I mean, Bobby Witt's ahead of all those guys. Bobby Witt's
Julio. I answered Julio. What about you got on that?
Julio is an interesting one.
It is an interesting one. But again, I think we're basing it off of what we've seen the last 3 months with Tatis.
No, because not necessarily. I mean, it wouldn't even have been a question 3 or 4 years ago or whatever year that Tatis was pre-surgery and pre-suspension. I mean, it was Tatis was the chalk. He was the Sharpie answer. He's advancing in that tournament, whatever it is. Now there is a legitimate question about it.
Yeah, I think so. I'm looking at Julio's defensive metrics this year, and they're down. Like I don't know, man.
By the way, the little toss of the ball at the end is just the chef's kiss at the end, and they cut away from it on the broadcast right before it happened.
He's got the I hate the word swag because it got so overused, but he has that natural ability to wow people. It's not like faked. It's not like forced. It's just natural.
It's who he is.
A cool looking freaking baseball player, man.
Yeah.
And you got to respect it. I know Longo's going to be in our chat being like, well, what about the suspension? I know about the suspension, Longo. I know. He's still cool to watch.
And by the way, he served it.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it that we want in this country? Do we just want to keep penalizing people once they do wrong? Or do you want them to have the penalty and then try and move on and learn from it?
It depends what they did wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about PEDs in a sport.
Move past it for me. I mean, look, you'll always remember.
Yes.
But you can forgive.
In fact, I would say he would be ineligible for the Hall of Fame on my card.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's too early to be thinking about that. We're talking too much broad spectrum right now for me.
Oh, that's how just I would vote.
Julio's only 25 years old. What the hell? Does he not age ever?
A lot to get to. Some of the younger players maybe you would take over Tatis, or Tatis you would take over. You just heard our little discussion whether or not you think he is all the way back offensively and defensively. That thing hasn't gone anywhere. Yes, caller, go ahead.
Travis Bazzana or Fernando Tatis Jr.
Don't do that. That's not a good question. Okay. Now, if you were to ask me Chase DeLauder and Tatis, then you're into something.
Okay. Austin Hedges or Fernando Tatis Jr.
Depends what we're doing. Yeah. Hedges wins a lot of that. He really does. Quick reminder, use the code BASEBALL2026 for 10% off your next set of tickets, courtesy of SeatGeek. All right. Pretty good night for the best team in baseball. Really, really good night. As for the team they played, not as good a night.
There's a high drive. That one's not coming back. Bowers goes big fly. What a mess. That's a little flare. That's going to fall. And it's 22-0. Lara, 3-run homer and an RBI single.
You heard that right. People cleaning out their ears like, wait, what? Yes, 22-0, tied with the 04 Indians and the 75 Pirates for the largest shutout victory since 1900. Come on. That is embarrassing, is it not, if you're a Mariners fan?
I can't with the Mariners anymore. I just cannot. What are we doing here, guys? I mean, you get shellacked. Julio's throwing the ball up into the stands.
Oh,
and
God,
how many outs
horrible.
there are.
It
just is such a bad look. Games like this, I guess, happen, but apparently not since the 1800s. But what are we doing here?
So for people that didn't see, let me explain the Julio thing. For people that didn't see it, it's 19-0, and Yelich hits a ball into center field with the bases loaded. So there's an easy sac fly. He thought it was the third out of the inning. He takes the ball and he throws it into the crowd. So 2-run score on the play. Sorry, continue on.
This team has had 1 month of baseball where they've played over 500.
Oh.
And it was a 15-13 month in May. In June, 13-14. In July, 9-15. In August, you're 6-9. What? Your roster's too talented. I don't know what the hell's going on. I truly don't know what is happening with the Seattle Mariners. You look up and down, and they have everything kind of covered. From a lineup that I think should produce up and down, it just doesn't. The starting pitching staff that should produce, they've been okay. Back into the bullpen, been okay. I don't know, but like the names, the roster overall is so damn good, and we can't find ways to win baseball games.
I mean, if you're the Brewers and you win a game 22-0, what's it like on that side of a blowout?
You just want that's one of the games you just wish you could just be like, all right, are we done yet? Is there a mercy rule?
Right.
Truly, you think they want to take at bats off a position player? Like, you don't want to do that. Everyone's just like, can we just get this freaking thing over with? It takes a long time to score 22 runs.
It does. You're like, damn, I just want to go home and stream my latest show before I have to return to the ballpark. So that gets me to Lara, who hit his first home run, but it comes off of Leo Rivas, who's an infielder for the Mariners. If that is your first career home run, mixed emotions or not?
No, it's still fun. You still get to run around the bases in front of everybody.
Okay.
And takes the pressure off for your next one. It's different, definitely. Different experience, but
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, David Ross hit his first home run off of Mark Grace.
Okay. I got a couple.
That's actually a pretty good one.
Can I read some of these OPSs in this freaking lineup right now?
Which one? You must be still stuck on the Mariners, huh?
Cal Raleigh, 570 OPS on the year. Josh Naylor, 702. Cole Young, who I really like, 717. JP Crawford, also love JP, 675. I mean, like, it just goes on and on. Julio, supposed to be getting hot at this point of the season, 744. That's like, it's not going to get the job done. Truly, the only guys who have been consistent have been Canzone and Randy Arozarena. Other than that, they've gotten virtually nothing offensively. It's so disappointing in a lineup that I think should be good.
I mean, we're two idiots that hopped on that train all the way to the World Series title.
It's wild.
It takes some guts to pick a franchise to win their first ever World Series crown. I did it 7 straight years on Intentional Talk with the Washington Nationals, and I finally got it right. Not going to get this one right. Confident about that.
No, I mean, okay, well, we say that. The crazy thing is, Chris, they're 3 games out of a wild card.
I know, right? You're right. You're right.
They're 8 games under 500.
You convinced me that it is good for baseball because everybody's interested except for 3 fan bases in the American League.
It is good. It is good. I don't mind having to root for teams that are under 500. It's just that the Seattle Mariners should not be where they're at. I
wonder, so Mariners fans, do you have hope? Or do you feel like
they don't? No, they don't.
Do you feel like even if we get there as the 6th seed, we're just going to get kicked to the curb?
Whenever I try to talk positively about the Mariners, my social media is like, well, you're wasting your breath, bro. Like, we're done.
Well, by the way, they're only 4 out in the division.
Yeah, that's so true.
I mean, that's insane. All this stuff. And the fact that they couldn't score against Gary Sanchez last night, who was up there throwing some breaking balls on top of everything else.
I don't know.
Look at this.
Golly.
Every time this happens, I feel bad that you didn't get a chance to pitch.
You know, it sounds better, I think, in your head than it actually is getting up there. I did it in AAA. And that was fun.
You did it in AAA?
Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, my last year I did it.
Oh.
I think I pitched like an inning and 2/3 or something like that. I gave up a run. I also got a couple Ks. I threw 86. I threw as hard as I could at 86. That's all I had left in the tank. And I really was sore the next day. I was like really sore. I was flipping curveballs up, doing everything I could. I was trying to get out, so I wasn't lollipopping it up there. Did
you face anybody that made the majors? Do you remember?
We could go back and look. I don't know. I don't really remember. I think it was against the Yankees AAA team. So possibly.
Okay. God, I wish we could get that video. You pop an 86.
They might have it somewhere. Maybe on another episode.
So are you a better minor league pitcher or blitzball pitcher?
Blitzball. I'm freaking nasty. I'm nasty.
I was wondering why it was taking you so long.
Well, I did all right.
So, okay. All right. Everybody knows how much I love my family. And who is the sweetest in the family? My girl, Sydney, our rescue pup. She is 14 years. I think she's going to turn 14 this fall. We don't know because we rescued her, so we're not exactly sure. She's the best. I just FaceTimed with her yesterday. I miss her dearly. She misses me. We don't have to say anything to each other, but we could just give that eye contact. And we know that that's my dog. Well, I want to talk to you about ASPCA, Pet Health Insurance Program. The ASPCA Pet Health Insurance Program offers customizable accident and illness plans that can fit your budget, your lifestyle, and even your pet's particular quirks. Because let's be honest, those vet bills, they add up fast. ASPCA Pet Health Insurance, it's been around for almost 30 years and has covered over 1 million pets. And when it's time to submit a claim, it's pretty easy. Just use their app and receive reimbursement for eligible vet bills directly into your bank account so you can get back to focusing on what really matters. That is your fur baby. To explore coverage, visit ASPCAPetInsurance.com/today. That's ASPCAPetInsurance.com/today. Once again, ASPCAPetInsurance.com/today. This is a paid advertisement. Insurance is underwritten by either Independence American Insurance Company or United States Fire Insurance Company and produced by PTZ Insurance Agency Limited. The ASPCA is not an insurer and is not engaged in the business of insurance. All right, we move on. Edwin Diaz. Not been good since his return off the injured list. It has been ugly. ERA near 16 in 7 appearances with 3 blown saves. The Dodger closer, by the way, was just placed on the injured list on Tuesday with neck inflammation. Here's his skipper, Dave Roberts.
I think it's something that I know Edwin is, I don't know if it's encouraged, but just know that there could be a reason why the stuff is not playing like it has in the past. And the neck, obviously there's ties with the whole body, the arm, and all that stuff matters. So I'm personally excited to kind of find something that kind of make us understand what's going on.
That's right. The neck bone's connected to the shoulder bone and that whole thing. Yeah. So is that bigger news than what happened with Ohtani on Tuesday, which is he threw a 35-pitch bullpen session, gave Dave Roberts a thumbs up, and feels like he's inching closer to a return?
Oh, shoot. I think it's the Edwin Diaz news because we knew Ohtani was tracking back to pitch. I mean, I think in all of our heads, we knew at some point he was going to be back. And to what extent, I guess we're really not sure if he's going to come. I know some outlets have said maybe start as an opener. You can't bring him in relief. He has to be an opener with kind of what he does. So open for an inning. I don't know how they get him stretched out. I guess it's game by game doing that. I really don't know how they go about stretching him out. Because if you're going to have him do up downs in the bullpen, might as well have him do it in the game. So are we going to see him kind of quote unquote rehab at the major league level? Like maybe. I don't really know. But the Edwin Diaz one's interesting. I mean, you paid this guy a lot of money to be your closer. He's got some stuff. If you do look at what he's doing this year, arm angle down 4 degrees, 15 degrees right now. And it looks like everything is, and that's not like, sometimes people make adjustments that way to, get a little bit more ride on their fastball, whatever it may be. This, apparently this is from the neck injury where he's not trying to be down that low. And if you've watched him pitch, breaking pitch, not sharp, location, not good. It's been brutal. So maybe they get him healthy, clean that up. He was at 19 degrees last year and, 20, 22 in years prior to that. So get that arm back up. Maybe the slider starts sliding a little bit more because right now it's kind of been meatballs up there.
It's been horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, think about what they did in the offseason. They gave Kyle Tucker $60 million a year, and they gave Edwin Diaz, 22, 23, whatever it was. and they've gotten poopy from either guy.
They've gotten negative value.
Right. It's been horrible. So let's remember where this team has been in postseasons past, bullpen-wise. Last year we were like, okay, kind of Roki came out of nowhere in order to kind of take that role, but it wasn't 100% all the time great. They're going to have to shuffle guys around. I'm not so sure that when we get to October, even if he's healthy, that Edwin Diaz is getting the ball in the ninth inning of a 4-3 game.
No, they I think we see, obviously Tanner Scott's had a great year this year. This guy, Edgardo Enriquez, I think is going to get the ball a lot in the postseason just because how hard he throws. Vesey has been a part of that team, playoff experience. He'll get a nod. They have guys back there that can do it. And they're going to pare their, starting pitching staff down. So yeah, Roki will be part of the mix again. I'm assuming maybe Shohei, that's the role that he ends up taking. I don't think so either. That's fan fiction a little bit.
It's just not, it's not realistic. The guy hits for a living. Well, go behind the people say, well, he did it in the World Baseball Classic. He did it for the last out of the World Baseball Classic. Like
and
that was going to be
cinema, and everyone loved that.
Right.
That was awesome.
It was great. I'm not saying it's not great.
That's one of the best moments we've had in baseball in the last 10 years.
Absolutely. There's no question, but the timing was perfect. So if it's game 7 of the World Series and he's available to pitch and we can run him out there, go get loose, sure, I could see that happening.
We started game 7 last year, if you don't remember. And
I do.
Who took him up top? Boba Shett.
There's a little bit of a difference, though, between starting a game and having hit 4 times already and going back behind that wall to go warm up.
Well, let's just talk about full complement of starters. And you got Yamamoto.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Shohei's built up to 4 or 5 innings by that point, whatever. So let's go Yamamoto. Let's go Shohei. Let's go Blake Snell. Let's go Tyler Glasnow. Let's go Tarek Skubal. You don't need 5 starters.
No.
So what's happening? What's happening?
I think Glasnow is going to be fascinating. I know Robleski just went on the injured list, but he's another guy I think that could.
They're going to have, I guess my point is they will have options of taking people out of that rotation into the bullpen. It is, and if you ask me, is Edwin Diaz going to be throwing significant pitches in the playoffs? Like as of right now, I do not see it. We need a massive turnaround over the last 6 weeks of the season.
I'm going to say this. If they play in the wild card round, I don't think he's on the roster.
It depends. It depends how he comes back and pitches. Like if he comes back, he's lights out, then yes. But if it's more of the same, then absolutely not. Yeah. And it's only 5 weeks left of the season. Excuse me.
I know. Crazy, right?
It's time, baby. We shine in the playoffs. We shine. Just grindy.
I think the playoffs get started, 6 weeks from yesterday? Don't they start on a Tuesday?
Yeah, it's early, and I saw the schedule. Again, I don't know why Major League Baseball, let's figure this out. Stop playing a game on Halloween. Nobody wants that.
Well,
it's game 7 of the World Series.
I know, but they have to end the season on a Saturday. That's what they want to do. It just happens that way.
Just whoever's in the World Series, finish it before 7. I don't want 7 again this
year. Finish on Friday night and 6?
That was a lot.
Dude, we started taping a show last year at 2 a.m. Pacific time. Dan Rourke was a freaking animal zombie. That
was after game 3 or 4 at the 18-inning game.
Yeah, we recorded
afterwards. I drove home and was like, all right, let's go, baby. Jolly Olive, nowhere to be found. Now he's in Hawaii frolicking.
He just got married.
Happy honeymoon. I went to Hawaii as well for my honeymoon.
So did I.
It's a beautiful place.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all out there. Let us know, Dodger fans, or what's bigger news? Edwin Diaz going on the injured list with a bad neck, or Shohei 35-pitch bullpen session. A lot to get to. By the way, we did notice what has gone on with Mark Walter and the Dodgers ownership. We are going to say that we've seen it.
I just don't understand it. I wish I could comment on it. I actually sat around a bunch of smart people last night.
Okay.
Who kind of explained the situation. Basically, it's like leveraging your cash from other businesses and categorizing it as this and not that. And now kind of it's like, okay, it's coming under more scrutiny. Is the cash available or is it funneled into another business? So that's why we're seeing him dilute some of his investments, if you will. One guy who was smart told me he does not think Mark Walters will go to prison or have to sell the Dodgers.
Okay.
But the point is, because we talked about this, might as well bring it up.
Yep.
Shohei has the clause.
Yes, he does.
Ownership changes or Andrew Friedman is out of the building. He gets to opt out of his contract. And all he would do is be like, I am going to opt out and I want to stay here, but you need to
pay me. Pay me. So we are talking about this. You can hop in the section say, see, the Dodgers have unfair advantages. Sure. I mean, I guess if that, they're pulling funds from one place and using them in another, it seems shady to me. I don't know if it is. I'm not in that sort of business world. It feels a little wild. I will say that.
It feels loose and reckless is kind
Yes.
of some of the adjectives that that got explained to me last night.
Okay. I mean, if Major League Baseball wants to look into it, they certainly have the power to do it. If they want to turn their head the other way and they don't have a problem with it, they can do that too. And oh, by the way, there's a few other owners that if they want to say, hey, this feels a little shady, Rob, why don't you look into this? They have a say in that as well.
They're already this offseason is going to be a mess, dude.
Can't wait. It's going to be really exciting.
I had to this guy okay, I don't even want to get into it. Go ahead, move on.
Why not? We're here.
This smart guy who's involved in some of these dealings with Major League Baseball was like adamant that they were going to strike, and I had to stand up at this dinner and be like, no, dude, it's like this is not. What you're saying is doomsday scenario. It's not going to happen.
I have my opinions, which I will share when we get there or closer.
We got a lot. Yeah, we're going to have a lot to talk about. There's no doubt.
We have enough baseball to talk about. And I also want to talk about this, that today's episode is sponsored by Booking.com, Booking.yeah, an official travel partner of MLB. Booking.com makes it easy for every baseball fan to travel and catch a game wherever the team's schedule takes them. Imagine you're looking at your favorite team's schedule. There's a series coming up in a new city. You've always wanted to go there. You see, the ballpark is only one part of the trip. There's a lot more waiting outside of those gates. The pregame spot everybody swears by, the restaurant you'll find after the final out, the hotel a few blocks from the ballpark where you can walk to just about everything. That is the full baseball road trip, people. And Booking.com makes it simple to find the right hotel or vacation home near wherever the schedule is taking you, so the trip comes together just as fast as the decision to go. Once somewhere gets in your head, go on, book that trip. It's really easy. The easiest way from where you are to where you want to be, it's Booking.com, Booking.yeah, an official travel partner of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. All right, we've got a Ketel Marte update. Speaking of traveling, he apparently flew from Boston, where he was supposed to play with the Diamondbacks, back home to Arizona to get his knee looked at by doctors. Imaging done. We'll see. This was after he was put on the restricted list after failing to show for Monday's game. Now, Diamondbacks skipper Torey Lovullo, we played his interview on yesterday's show where he was very emotional, borderline tears because of his relationship with Ketel Marte. A day later, he was much more matter-of-fact.
Overall, my focus has shifted. My focus yesterday was squarely on this topic, but right now it's on the 26 players that are inside of that clubhouse right now. That's my responsibility, and that's what we have to do in this game. We've got to shift our focus, and be present for what's most important. And the most important thing to me right now is going out and win a baseball game. I hope so. We need him.
So that last bit was a question of, do you think that he's going to come back and play for you this year? Let's assume that physically Ketel Marte's knee checks out fine. Do you think that he has played his last game of the year for the Diamondbacks?
I'm so confused by all of this. Why did he fly back to Arizona to get his knee checked out and not just go to the clubhouse and be, hey, my knee hurts, let's get this thing checked out? Is he at odds with the training staff? Is that what this is about? Is he just marching to the beat of his own drum? Is that what's going on here? call that own program, OP type stuff. I don't know, man. This is such I don't know what to think about all this, because yesterday it seemed like, hey, man, let's like give him some grace, and like something's going on here.
Mhm.
Torey Lavella's emotional and I want to make sure this guy's okay. Then you get back and his demeanor's completely changed, and now it seems like this guy is running rogue out here.
Mhm.
I don't know what to think until we get more details. I feel like I'm done with the story, to be honest with you, because I don't want to go out on a limb and say like this guy's not. I mean, he's not taking care of business. He's not going about things the way he should. Like, that's the bottom line, dude. If you're banged up, go to your training staff. Say, I want to see a doctor. They don't put you on the restricted list if you're hurt.
Right.
Like, they put you on the restricted list because you do something like stupid. So, like, this all isn't adding up. And obviously, they want to keep it behind closed doors. And I respect Torey Lavella for doing that. But for us who have to comment on it, it's like, I don't know, man. It's fishy. It's fishy. All this is, dude.
All right, so this will be the last day we discuss it unless something else comes about. And the only reason I put it in the show was Torey's tone really changed from one day to the next. I mean, you could feel it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So to me, that means it went from sympathetic, and he used terms like, I feel like a father figure to Ketel Marte. Guys don't throw that shit around lightly. Like, that is important stuff, the relationships and the bonds that people share. And you're talking about one of the guys who's been around the longest with any team. I think he started there in 2017. I think Dave Roberts started with the Dodgers the same year. I think those are the longest tenured managers outside of Kevin Cash with one team. So he has built a bond with the organization, the city, and his players, including Ketel Marte, who's been there an awfully long time. So for him to kind of do an about face and be like, I've got to turn my attention to the guys that actually are here. And he didn't want to say it, but you could feel it and give a shit about what we're doing, because he is doing everything in his power to protect Ketel Marte and not show. I can feel it bubbling inside of him that he is pissed off about something. Pissed off. So that's that.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like, is he still on the restricted list, or is he now on the IL?
No, I think he's on the restricted list still. And for people that didn't hear yesterday's show, when you get put on the restricted list, you do not get paid. So they don't do that if somebody in your family is sick or anything else. I mean, the organizations have tremendous sympathy for you. And if they don't, then that's a different problem.
I just don't understand. He should be on the IL then. Like, if all this is about a knee and him wanting to get it checked out, he should be on the IL. You're not on the restricted list if you're hurt. I don't think you can put somebody on the restricted list just because they're hurt.
No,
you have to have reason to put him on the restricted list.
Could you imagine the number of teams who would love to use that clause? We don't want to pay you if you're on the injured
Kyle
list.
Tucker would be on the freaking restricted list right now.
Oh,
get him out of here.
About that. We shouldn't be joking about that. That's it. Love to know where your Diamondbacks fans are. I mean, not if you know anything, but for goodness sakes, I'd love to know how you're feeling about all this crap.
And Dalton Feely's like on vacation right now, and this is his job to let us know what the hell is happening with the Diamondbacks.
What happened?
I think Taylor Jackson's actually out in Arizona right now. I saw on her social media. We got boots on the ground out there. Let's go, T-Jax.
Let's go. Where'd Dalton go? What does Dalton Feely do for vacation?
Oh God.
Study more stats. What does he do?
I think he just freaking goes to 7-Eleven and gets a case of Mountain Dew, Code Red, and just sits on a porch somewhere.
I'll take an exercise.
He's probably studying for fantasy football. I think that's part of it.
It's a good call.
Getting ready.
All interesting stuff.
Yeah.
All interesting stuff. All right. We got a little more show still to go. But first, this word from my buddy.
This episode is brought to you by Fanatics Markets, where fans trade on sports. It's simple. You just pick a game and choose an outcome, like which team will win, which player will hit a home run, and more. It's time to get involved in the action. Then buy contracts based on what you think will happen. Yes, if you think it will. No, if you don't. You can buy as many as you want, sell if the price moves in your favor, or let them settle when the event ends. And Fanatics Markets just got even more rewarding with Fan Cash. Now you can earn up to 10% fan cash on your trades, win or lose. You can use it across the Fanatics ecosystem for things like trade credit, the authentic apparel, collectibles, tickets, and more. Fan Cash is Fanatics' currency of sport, connecting trading, merchandise, collectibles, and experiences all in one place. Trade, earn Fan Cash, and unlock more with Fanatics Markets. Event contracts carry risk of total loss and changing prices. Not good for all investors. Not available in all states. Must be 21 or older. See important disclosures in Fanatics Markets app. Customers are introduced to Crypto.com by Paragon Global Markets, LLC, DBA Fanatics Markets, IB, an introducing broker registered with the CFTC and a member of the NFA.
Trevor, thank you very much. Some quick hitters before we go. Joe Adell of the Cleveland Guardians had quite the night, and maybe he was feeling it because he was mic'd up pregame during BP.
But you guys should talk more often when I hit, because I'm
Hey, hold on a
right
second.
now.
This might be a good thing now. And what are you currently doing to help it?
Oh, that's a good last swing right there. I'm going to end on that.
That's probably a good idea.
Almost hit the scoreboard.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep this headset in my back pocket.
That's
we'll
perfect.
Be good to go tonight.
Well, I'll make it come out of Al's paycheck.
And then during the game, holy smokes, he actually hit one further than he did in batting. That is a swat, dude.
That's a bomb. Up the bleachers like that is big time. That's a
Yeah.
big wall. Then a lot of bleachers he went up above.
I believe he had a career high 6 ribs in the Guardians' win over the San Francisco Giants. So Adell now has the longest home runs for both the Guardians and the Angels this year.
Oh, wow.
It's
That was the
interesting.
longest one right there. How far did it go?
It was
470?
It might have been 471. I forget exactly what it was. I was driving into town when that happened, but it was.
I'm gonna find it for us right now.
Please do. He's such a nice kid too. You ever
Seems
talk
like
to?
it.
Oh,
I like that he was mic'd up pregame. That's interesting.
yeah. Did you ever wear a mic during a game?
No,
Oh, you did not.
I don't think anybody at that time was doing it. Like maybe spring training, but
Well, no, they've been miking players up for years and playing it not with earpieces. That's recent. That's just
like mic'd up. Like okay, yeah.
Yeah, were you ever-
I don't remember.
I've got a good story for you.
Okay.
2011 San Francisco Giants. I'm working for Fox Saturday Baseball, and I'm doing like the Ken Rosenthal sideline report. I'm in the dugout, and so they said, "Hey, you know the Giants pretty well from the World Series the year before. Go ask Cody Ross if he'll wear a mic for us." I said, "Okay." So Cody, I'd known him a little bit. I said, "Do you mind wearing it?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll wear it. I don't really want to, but I'll wear it." I think he struck out the first time. He came over and he was like, "Fuck this thing." He ripped the microphone off and he gave it back to it. And he hit a home run in his next at bat.
Love that. Love that.
Sorry.
455 feet. Which,
455.
I don't know, seems light.
Yeah. There's somebody can explain to me how they measure this stuff, because I think they just stop counting after a while. That's what I would say. All right. What do we got next? The slide by Caleb Durbin. We're back in school, so give this a letter grade.
So good. Hey, I love being able to manipulate your body like that. It's really difficult, as a guy trying to apply a tag when a guy's kind of squirmy like that. That's why I say, when a guy's head first into second base, those throws up the line are great because you can't move your legs a ton. It's a bigger tagging area. If you go for those hands, like you can take the arm away, and guys have gotten really, really good at it. Like Javi Baez is one of the first guys to do that, and people have just started kind of copying it, or I don't know if you can even really work on that. That's more of like you just got it or you don't, but that's A+ right there.
A++. Helpful that he's not the biggest guy in the world, probably. Less surface area to tag.
It's condensed though,
He's dense.
It's not like elongated skinny. It's more,
There's less.
I had a good slide I had a great slide like that. It was like on Father's Day at home plate, took my, did the swim move, took my arm out of there at home plate. And then after the game, Paul Molitor's quote was like, "That was a pretty athletic play for a guy who's not known for his athleticism." And I didn't even see it. I'm not like reading the paper or anything. And the next day he comes up to me and goes, "Man, I got to apologize to you. I said something. I was trying to be funny. And I feel like it's not that funny." He goes, "I don't really mean that. I know you're athletic. I was just, trying to be funny." And I was like, "Paul, I don't care, man."
He was just getting you ready for the warehouse games.
I was
That's
like, Molly,
all.
you could say whatever you want about
Yeah.
me. I will respect you still.
People don't remember how many bags that guy stole in his career.
He's a freak, dude. A freak.
He is.
Smartest baseball man I've ever met, I think, is Paul Molitor.
Do we still have the Juan Soto meeting the Little League team from the Dominican?
Nice.
How awesome is this, dude?
He kind of looks like
he does.
he's
He
just
kind
that
of
one
blends
big
in.
guy on the team.
They're like, wait a second. There's no
Who's
way
that
that
guy?
kid's 12. He does.
Man.
With his hair grown out, he looks like a little kid because
Kind
he's
of.
got that baby face.
He's also still really young. How old is he? Is he 25?
He's 27.
Jeez.
How great a moment for these kids, huh?
Sometimes Juan Soto looks 40, and then sometimes, like right there, he looks really young.
He looks like a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. How about former Met Jose Iglesias coming back? Mr. OMG. He threw out the first pitch to Francisco Lindor, who I heard eventually had a grand slam brought back by Fernando Tatis Jr., full circle. So the big news is with Iglesias, he is going to perform on Broadway. He's going to be singing Cuban music on Broadway. How damn cool is that?
I think Jose Iglesias is awesome. The stuff that he's been able to do in his career. I did get to see him like before he was even a big leaguer. I played in AAA against him. And the glove work is different. He's had a great career. The whole OMG 2024 Mets thing is freaking insane. Like he had to be there. This guy was performing on his field afterwards. Massive concert. Everyone using his song. Didn't it go like number 1 in the Latin pop charts? Like what the heck?
It did.
What a life, man.
I love it when guys in athletics find second careers outside of broadcasting. Nothing against it. I think it's wonderful you guys are here and dominating in some cases. But I do find it fascinating when they find a different avenue. And yes, it's still entertainment and still being on stage like you are when you were a major league shortstop or what have you. But think about it. The nerves you must have when you're on Broadway.
It doesn't seem like he's got too many nerves. This guy loves the spotlight, man.
I know. Don't you wish you could sing? That's one thing. I can sing a little bit, but not much.
I wish Olivia could sing and sing to me. That's what I really wish.
Do you ever sing to her?
I've sang to her before. I don't care. I'll sing. I don't have a good voice.
I don't think I've ever heard you sing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for you. This voice is not for you.
What does that mean?
I'm probably not going to sing for you.
What if we all go karaoke during one of our warehouse nights?
Yeah, karaoke. I'm not great. I've done it before, but I think I'm kind of a wuss when it comes to stuff like that.
No, I will go full throttle.
That's your personality, dude.
I will go
you and Jake.
I might take my shirt off if we go karaoke.
You know who else is a sneaky karaoke fiend? He just loves everyone staring at him. Dalton Feely.
I've heard.
Good voice.
Really?
Yeah, nice voice.
I mean, I hear him singing when he walks into the batter's box for blitzball and stuff.
Yeah.
He's kind of got that falsetto going a little bit. All right. We're back at it again on Thursday. We cannot wait. We love doing this show. What can I say? For our one-of-a-kind producer, Dan Rourke, the uber-talented, even though he will not lend me his voice, Trevor Plouffe. I am Chris Rose. We will see you Thursday here on Baseball Today, presented to you by T-Mobile.